Hi everyone, my name is Abdul. Welcome to our virtual Youth Opportunities Group session today. Just waiting a few seconds for others to join us. So while we're doing that, I'll put this slide up for you so you know you're in the right event today. So we've got lots coming up for the next hour or so. We've got a lot of partners we'll be talking about what they have to offer and what we have to offer as well for you guys when it comes to training, employability, or even just guidance to get into that right program. All right, so just give it a few seconds and we should be ready for you. Thank you. In terms of, sorry, I was going to say while we're on today, just going to go through a bit of etiquette as well as how we're going to be conducting the next hour or so of the program and how you can actually get involved in being interactive and talking to us as well at the same time through your text messages. So Tara, if you can go to the next slide for me, please. Well, this is the schedule for you, the plan for today. So first and foremost, as I said, I'm just going to give you a bit of introduction, what Youth Promise Plus is all about. And then what we do in the Birmingham City Council as a work ready team, as well as our colleagues in Solihull. We've got Alison and Caitlin from Job Centre who'll be talking about the new KICKSTART program with you guys as well. And we've got Asma from Babington with the actual offering that they have through the West Midlands Combined Authority in terms of the adult education budget, I think, and there's a few other programs that they have running. We've got Better Pathways, so if you guys have any issues or you want to inquire about mental health or any issues they might have with health issues, that we, obviously we've got Steve from Better Pathways, they'll be talking about it, and Princess Trust, talking about the Get Into programs, as well as UHB, who offer clinical roles within hospitals. So if you want to get into frontline clinical roles, they've got some great training and offerings for you as well. And like I said to you, we were going to talk about the adult skills budget today. We're going to skip on that just because of the time. I'm conscious of that. But again, if you guys want to, if you've got any questions regarding this, please put that on the actual text. And I'm sure Sadia at the end will pick this up for us because we will go through questions and answers at the end of this. So we can carry on. So slide 3, please, Tara. Some of you guys, Microsoft Teams might be new to you, so I just thought I'll go through it with you. If you are using a phone, if you just were to touch the screen anywhere, it will come up with a speech bubble on the top right-hand side. You can click on that, just like WhatsApp, and you can actually text us. So as I said, Sadia will be monitoring that. So if there is any specific questions you want to ask us as we go along, please do so, because as I've said, we want this to be interactive. If you're using a laptop, for example, you can hover your mouse around in the middle and you'll come up with the options for you to use, again, the same sort of aspect with a speech bubble, and you can click on that and write to us. And hopefully, if you want us to share this with the other guys that are, here, the participants that are here today, we can do so. If you want to do it privately, again, we can keep it private too. Thank you. Tara, if you want to move to the next slide for me. Right, as always, I have to go through the classroom etiquette, I'm afraid. So I know a lot of you guys who are on the live event, you don't have to worry about the mute aspect, but just the text, please keep it clean. They will be monitored before they are published. If you, please be mindful of others that are on today, and we want to make the most of this session today. Right, next slide, please, Tara. Now, we have had feedback. Some people have poor network, or maybe, I'm going too fast, so you can't keep up with this event today. We do have an email address, yog@birmingham.gov.uk. You can get in touch with us, or our website, which is www.birmingham.gov.uk/YPP sign up. Some of you might need to go early. This video will be available in a day or so on YouTube. If you want the link, we will put this up for you on the chat box as well as just email us. Or again, if you don't want to use the speech bubble for today and you've got some questions that we need to answer, or one of our partners, please put it through on this. Thank you, Tara. Now, the main reason you guys are here, well, obviously to get into work or maybe even training. So I just wanted to tell you about what we've got live vacancies and training that we've got available for you this week. Now, Fortum is one of our partners who are working on the Perry Bar residential site near One Stop. I don't know if you guys know about Perry Bar, what's happening over there. The old university is broken down now and the Commonwealth Games are coming up. So there's lots happening. Now, they have apprenticeship programs starting soon. And I've put this on the screen right now for you guys to look at. And if you're interested in any of those sort of construction sort of related work, please get in touch with us. Now, I've also put some administrative work that is advertised. Obviously, you can access this on civil service website, but they're not always easiest forms to fill in, or even for the interview aspect. Look, there's experts like ourselves available to give you that little bit of guidance. Or if you're looking for work, for example, in the customer service, customer facing aspect of it, there's also McDonald's that are still recruiting around the city. But this specific one I put for small e because I was just looking through and speaking to someone about this. So that's available for anyone who's interested in becoming a crew member. So get in touch with us. You know, these are live vacancies. There are many others as well if you're not interested in any of these as well. Thank you, Tara. Got Tara who would just talk about KICKSTART program, Birmingham City Council working on this alongside Job Centre, who Alison will be coming on soon to speak about. Just wanted to give you a little heads up on the program and training that we've got available that's coming up from 21st of March. So Tara.
Hi Abdul. Hello. We'll have to be you on screen for a minute while I talk, if that's okay.
Okay. I'll control it from here. So if
that's lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So I think colleagues from Job Centre are going to give us a really good update on KICKSTART in a minute. So I won't go into all the details, but it's just to say you may have heard about the government's brilliant KICKSTART programme, which is providing money for employers to fund young people in jobs for 6 months. It's going to be really tough in the situation we're in with the pandemic and coming out of that to get a job. So this is an ideal opportunity. They are supported jobs basically with a training aim. And we're working at the local council, Birmingham City Council and across Solihull with the government on this scheme. And so the government is working with national employers and also with local ones, and we're joining in the work with local employers and basically aligning our training and support with their jobs, so we can keep talking to you as you're going through that local job. You've just mentioned, Abdul, we've got our first set of jobs coming through in March, and what we try to do is make sure that they are a bit sort of COVID resilient, so they are office jobs and they're around digital marketing and business admin. And so we've grouped all of those together. We've got 14 employers and they all want young people to come and work with them. So we're also offering a 2-week pre-job sort of readiness course. And you can still get on that if you contact us this week. It's starting next week. It's all online, so you have got to be able to get online. But if you can get online, we can try and get you lined up and ready for these digital marketing and business admin jobs that are coming out hopefully middle of March. We'll do everything we can to get you at the front of the queue and ready for these jobs. They have to open out to be, you know, fully open access. Anyone can apply, but we want you to be top of the list when it comes to the selection. So we're basically bringing these jobs to you and we'd love to hear from you. So if you can contact us this week via our email address, hopefully if you're between 16 and 24 years old, we'll be able to work with you to get you ready and get you into one of these jobs. Thanks, Abdul.
Thank you. Right. Well, first and foremost, I just wanted to mention what we do in Birmingham City Council on Youth Promise Plus. Now, with Youth Promise Plus, if you live within Birmingham or Solihull area, you are eligible for our program if you're not in education, employment or training. So if you're aged between, well, 15 if you're a school leaver, otherwise 16 to 29 years old, we can support you to get into employment or training. Now, with Birmingham City Council, we have basically employers coming in to talk to us, and we go out and looking for employers as well. So if you feel as though you're job ready or your CV just needs a little bit of tweak or a bit of interview technique, we can do that for you and put you forward for those vacancies. You know, now I've just given you some of the highlights of some of the vacancies that we've got available at this present moment. Now, the next aspect of it, obviously, if you regarding any coaching or if you regarding even benefits, you're worried about going out there to work. Now, you may be concerned about getting on the bus, to travel to the other side of the city, we can provide you with independent travel training, which I'll tell you in just a little while. So just wanted to put this on for you as well again. So if any of you guys missed it, I know some of you guys prefer to go to the YouTube channel and just review the video. So this is the slides that we have, and this is the information that we've got for the Birmingham City Council Kickstart program that we're offering. Okay, so again, it's for anyone from the age of 16 to 24 and on universal credit. Now, if you're interested, it is a 6 months paid job, but we are running a training program. So if I can just go to the next slides, if you can give me 1 second. We are running a training program for anyone that is interested to go for these vacancies. A bit about us, as I've just mentioned. So what we have to offer, as I've said, if you got any health issues, we can, work around it. If you feel job ready, you just want to go out there. Myself and my colleague Sadia is there as well in the Work Ready team, or even Solihull. These guys are available. If you live in Chelmsley Wood, for example, or in the Solihull area, you can actually visit, or these guys can come and visit you. Obviously, when it becomes right for us to get out there after the pandemic lockdown, we will be out there to visit you guys as well and see you on a one-to-one basis. Right, the next slide for me, please, Tara. As I just mentioned about COVID-19 now, we had some response from Boris yesterday about when the full lockdown is going to finish. Obviously in March, kids are going back to school. But again, during this time, you might be anxious about going out there working. Look, we will talk to you guys on a one-to-one basis, see if we can work through those barriers of things that concerns you really. For example, on the bottom right-hand side, you can see someone having an interview virtually, just like me talking to you right now over MS Teams. There are many other platforms like Zoom, which is available for employers to use to do the interviews or conduct the interviews virtually. So we'll go through all this with yourselves, all right? And as I've mentioned, independent travel training, which I'm just going to come to now. So if you live in Birmingham or Solihull, these guys usually come out to you guys, take you on a bus and take you through the routes that you're concerned about. But right now, they will go through it with you virtually. And again, I'm sure they will do an action plan with you, test the routes out, and then get back to you whether over the phone or even a connection like this, just to discuss how you found the travel training itself, and then maybe work with you constantly. So these are the guys from Solihull that can give you that support. And again, it doesn't matter if you live in Birmingham, these guys can help you. So you got Amber, Anna, Vicky, and Sarah. And there's also Saeed, my colleague, who goes out to secure jobs or vacancies for you guys from Solihull too. Okay, Tara, next slide for me. So again, just a reminder, just in case we get cut off, yog@birmingham.gov.uk, or our website is www.birmingham.gov.uk/sign up. So if you got any queries, please put it in the speech bubble for us. So I can't see many texts coming through. So listen, get involved, talk to us as we're going along. I'm sure we can try answering these questions, or we'll do this at the end of this program. All right. So we've got Alison and Caitlin from Job Centre, who just want to give you a bit more information regarding Kickstart scheme as well. Okay, Alison.
Thanks, Abdul. That's great. Hiya. Hi, everyone. It's great to have the chance to have a chat with you today. My name's Alison. I work for the Department for Work and Pensions in what we call the Employer and Partnership team, and I'm currently working on Kickstart. As Tara was saying earlier, Kickstart is a 6-month paid job placement with a local employer, which is being funded by the government. It will provide fully funded opportunities for you to get some real experience of working for an employer. The details for Kickstart were announced by the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, last summer. And it's expected that the programme will offer thousands of opportunities, job opportunities over the next few years. And just to show their commitment to Kickstart, the government have set aside a £2 billion pot of money to fully fund these positions with businesses and employers across the UK. Jobs from Kickstart will be open to young people between the ages of 16 to 24 who are claiming universal credit and could be at risk of long-term unemployment. So I want to tell you a little bit about how it's going to work. Employers who want to take part in Kickstart will share the details of their job opportunities with the job centres, and the work coaches in the job centre will then be able to match their customers to these jobs. They'll do this in their work search review appointments, which could be on the phone or in some cases face-to-face, but mostly on the phone or digitally at the moment. And then they will send the details of the opportunity through their journal. Candidates would need to go away then and apply for the Kickstart job opportunities. And if successful, they'll be invited by the employer for a job interview. So it's going to be like a proper recruitment process. The employer would then select from those interviews who they want to take on, who they want to take forward on Kickstart. The government are going to fund the job opportunities for 6 months at the national minimum wage for 25 hours a week. And they'll also pay the associated employer national insurance contributions and any other employer minimum automatic enrolment contributions. What we hope is that by having this work opportunity, this job opportunity, it's going to give young people some really valuable paid work experience, in addition to building on everybody's confidence and skills, which is going to make it possible for you to move into work when that 6 months comes to an end. If during that 6 months that you're on a placement, you find long-term work with another employer, so you get another job offer from somebody else, then we would see this as a really great outcome, as hopefully that the Kickstart placement will have played its part in moving you forward and closer to that. Whilst on the scheme, the employer, or what we call a Kickstart Gateway organisation, would also provide this ongoing support to young people, for example, like mentoring support and employability training. If you're interested in a job opportunity through Kickstart, you'll need to have a really good CV prepared, as the employer will want to see this as part of the application process. So it's really important, if you're interested in this, that you make sure that your CV is good to go. If you haven't already, I'd recommend that you get someone to cast a critical eye over your CV. After all, you know, your CV is your passport into work, and there might be some small changes on it that you could make to make it work much better for you and show all your skills, abilities and previous experience in a far more positive way. You can also get your work coach in the job centre to help you with this, and any of the organisations involved in Youth Promise Plus. Additionally, you could contact the National Careers Service, and you can do this online or by visiting nationalcareers.service.gov.uk, or by booking a consultation by phoning them on 0121 296 5550 or 0800 100 900. I'm just going to repeat those details for the National Careers Services. I think they're really important. So for help with your CV, contact the National Careers Service. You can do it online or by visiting nationalcareers.service.gov.uk, or you can book a consultation by phoning them on 0121 296 5550 or 0800 100 900. You can also find out more about the Kickstart scheme on gov.uk or at Job Help site, and you'll be able to see some promotional material here, including a link to a video. So just Google gov.uk and put Kickstart in the search box, or Google Job Help, which is one word, and look in the section on help for the under 25s. So just a bit of a recap and to give you some key points again about Kickstart. It's a 6-month paid job opportunity for 16 to 24-year-olds, which the government is providing the funding for. You can access this wide range of job opportunities if you're claiming universal credit, and you'll be referred to them through your work coach in the job centre, who've taught you through all the opportunities that are currently available, and they'll send those details through on your online journal. You need to apply for the opportunity yourself, and you'd then be invited to attend an interview. It's also worth mentioning that you can apply for more than one at a time if that's what you want. The first 6-month cohort started last November, and it's expected that the scheme's going to run until the summer of 2022. So the last 6-month cohort would start this year in November 2021. You need to get your CV ready, and I've given you some signposting of where you can get help with that, and also the details of the National Careers Service. We've had loads and loads of interest from employers who are keen to employ young people, give them their opportunities through Kickstart, and they're offering these fantastic ranges of jobs. So keep your contact with the work coach and get yourself referred to some of these fantastic opportunities, and lots of luck. Good luck. I'm sure you'll do really, really well with Kickstart. That's about it, Abdul, from me, if that's okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Right, guys, I'm hoping you've taken a lot from this. Now, don't forget, we've got also training through Birmingham City Council coming up on 21st of March, and some vacancies that are available as well through the employers, which Tara mentioned earlier. Sorry, I know the slides didn't go through fully, but again, if you require this, it'll be available on YouTube, and also if you email us, we can send you the information. Right, we've got Asma from Babington, who's going to be talking about obviously what they have to offer. Asma, are you there? Sorry, so I'm hoping you can share your screen.
Yep. Hopefully you can see my screen now.
Yeah, so if you were to just present the slide, it should be fine. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Asma, and I work for Babington. We're currently working with the West Midlands Combined Authority on various different programs to support and develop individuals, ideally to get to seek employment or to go into further education. The programs that we have got available are all level 3 programs. This one in particular, it's a leadership and management program. You get the option to either do a certificate or a diploma. The certificate's for 12 weeks and the diploma is for 24 weeks. They're not necessarily Monday to Friday programs. The dates do vary, so they are open for people who are employed either part-time or full-time or on a contract. They are open for those people as well as unemployed people to take part in. The leadership and management program, it's designed to support people to get into a management role. Either they're aspiring to be a manager or they're already a manager and they just need a certificate or a diploma to give them that extra push. We've also got the digital marketing program. Now this program does start in March. This program is for people who are ideally wanting to go into the digital sector. It's designed for anyone who's 19 plus as of the 31st of August 2020. We've also got the Principles of ICT program. This is also a level 3 certificate. And it's for people who are ideally wanting to get a career in ICT. You go through various different modules and they are very in-depth qualifications. All these qualifications are fully certified, so you can put them on your CV. You can talk about them at an interview as well. You also get the option to do your maths and English functional skills as well. Now, what would happen is you will pick either the leadership and management certificate or diploma or the digital marketing program, and then you'll do your maths and English functional skills alongside it. Eligibility, you have to be 19 plus, as mentioned, as of the 31st of August 2020. You could either be employed or unemployed. You have to be a resident in the UK or EU for the last 3 years. You have to be in the West Midlands postcode. Now, some of the postcodes that are eligible are just at the bottom, but there are so many more postcodes. So it's worth getting in touch with myself. My contact number's at the bottom, so you can give me a call on 07341 566 729 or drop me an email on asma.bb@babington.co.uk.
Right, we've got Asma from Babington, who's going to be talking about obviously what they have to offer. Asma, are you there? Sorry, so I'm hoping you can share your screen.
Yep. Hopefully you can see my screen now.
Yeah, so if you were to just present the slide, it should be fine. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Asma, and I work for Babington. We're currently working with the West Midlands Combined Authority on various different programs to support and develop individuals, ideally to get to seek employment or to go into further education. The programs that we have got available are all level 3 programs. This one in particular, it's a leadership and management program. You get the option to either do a certificate or a diploma. The certificate's for 12 weeks and the diploma is for 24 weeks. They're not necessarily Monday to Friday programs. The dates do vary, so they are open for people who are employed either part-time or full-time or on a contract. They are open for those people as well as unemployed people to take part in. The leadership and management program, it's designed to support people to get into a management role. Either they're aspiring to be a manager or they're already a manager and they just need a certificate or a diploma to give them that extra push. We've also got the digital marketing program. Now this program does start in March. This program is for people who are ideally wanting to go into the digital sector. It's designed for anyone who's 19 plus as of the 31st of August 2020. We've also got the Principles of ICT program. This is also a level 3 certificate. And it's for people who are ideally wanting to get a career in ICT. You go through various different modules and they are very in-depth qualifications. All these qualifications are fully certified, so you can put them on your CV. You can talk about them at an interview as well. You also get the option to do your maths and English functional skills as well. Now, what would happen is you will pick either the leadership and management certificate or diploma or the digital marketing program, and then you'll do your maths and English functional skills alongside it. Eligibility, you have to be 19 plus, as mentioned, as of the 31st of August 2020. You could either be employed or unemployed. You have to be a resident in the UK or EU for the last 3 years. You have to be in the West Midlands postcode. Now, some of the postcodes that are eligible are just at the bottom, but there are so many more postcodes. So it's worth getting in touch with myself. My contact number's at the bottom, so you can give me a call on 07341 566 729 or drop me an email on asma.bb@babington.co.uk.
As Abdul said, my name is Steve and I am a part of the Youth Promise Plus, but working in the wraparound mental health support provided by Better Pathways. So when a young person are working towards education, employment and training aspirations, sometimes things can become a bit difficult along this journey and may need extra support and guidance. Our work as personal mental health champions involves providing support for young people to manage and cope effectively with their personal difficulties and overall well-being around their along their Youth Promise Plus journey. Slide 2, please. So this is our team. I'm Steve Harvey. I'm the newly appointed Senior Personal Mental Health Champion, and I'm passionate about helping people to understand they feel comfortable about talking about mental health and being able to promote themselves more positively. The rest of the team, if they were here, they would tell you exactly more or less the same. They're all passionate people about supporting individuals to enable them to move forward in life and be able to manage things more effectively. Slide 3, please. How we manage barriers. On the screen, you have the areas of support. If a young person experiences personal challenges around poor well-being, as a team, we will help to help to address these barriers affecting your training and work aspirations. This could be anxiety, so supporting people to cope with anxiety and help them to understand more about how anxiety affects them. Would also support you to build more effective coping strategies to manage your feelings. Relaxation, we're happy to find coping strategies to complete relaxation exercises that aim to reduce stress and worry in relation to work pressures such as exams or interviews. We also do behavior activation. Also, we know things can be difficult around COVID and the lockdown, and some have found it difficult with the pressures of personal goals and not completing tasks as prioritized. As applying for jobs and updating CVs, the support we provide focuses on providing motivation and providing guidance to help you complete these tasks with confidence. We have an approach that's tailored to your support needs. This will ensure that the support we deliver is effective and specific to your needs. Our goal is to improve young person's overall well-being and confidence. Slide 4, please. This slide shows you the journey of a young person on our service. So if you decide you could benefit from our service, here's a visual diagram of what your journey could look like when working with us. In the first meeting, you will spend time getting to know and to learn more about you and your goals in general. Help with this by helping you create a personal mental well-being action plan so we can see and work together and agree on steps how to get there. We review this plan every 4 weeks and track the progress and how you're overcoming challenges and working towards positive goals. Should you need additional needs, we will ensure that an additional support is found with external organisations. Once you and your mental health champions have agreed that your mental health has improved and you will gain effective coping strategies, your personal challenges, we will guide you back to your personal mental health. We will guide you back to your Youth Promise Plus support worker. Slide 5, please. When you and your Youth Promise Plus support worker have identified a need of your support, then you can contact us on YPP Better Pathways inbox. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the YOG team, and they will pass on any messages to us, and we can find a better way to support you. To access our support, you must sign up with the Youth Promise Plus project, or your Youth Promise Plus support worker will support you to make referrals to us. And if you feel you require mental health support, we will send you an email to arrange a three-way meeting to discuss the process. This can be done via the WhatsApp groups or Microsoft Teams. This meeting with a personal mental health champion will be able to complete referral form directly with a young person. Following on from the three-way meeting, the YPP support worker in future meetings would be one-to-one sessions. So in closing, that's a quick snapshot of support that we can offer a young person alongside the great work the Youth Promise Plus family are doing around achieving education, work and training roles.
We need to quickly touch on Prince's Trust at this current moment, but before we go any further, here's our email address again, and I'm sure it's been repeatedly put on the text box as well. So yog@birmingham.gov.uk or www.birmingham.gov.uk/YPP sign up. Just going to quickly mention this with yourselves. I know we're conscious of time as well because we want to get some questions in. Right. Who Prince's Trust are? Well, obviously His Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales, Prince Charles has been the leading person on this. It's been going for many, many years. It's basically supporting any young people from the age of 11 up to the age of 30. Now, as I say, obviously they are also delivering on the Youth Promise Plus aspect of it as well. So they've got various get into programs at this current moment. So just wanted to touch on some of those. Now, with coronavirus being obviously like a barrier for a lot of us, we're all affected by this. Now, again, you can talk to them just like I've mentioned about ourselves on Birmingham City Council Youth Promise Plus project itself as well. So get into program. You've got the virtual explore, virtual get started, which is to do with the digital media aspect of it. Mentoring, I admit, you would go out and do a few excursions. For example, you'd probably be away for a weekend, but these programs are on hold now, but they're doing a lot virtually, but they've also got their main hub over in Digbeth. So there are still people that are being seen at the hub in Digbeth, so we can arrange that for you as well. There's the Get Hired program. The enterprise is more to do with the aspect of you. I don't know if you want to go into self-employment, for example. So I'm hoping, I know we haven't touched on this today, but Princess Trust can get you there. Now, there's the development award available for you as well. So if anyone thinking about going into these programs, they will discuss this with you guys individually and get you through it. Okay. I just wanted to quickly touch on NHS clinical course. Now, they do get into hospital aspect of healthcare aspect, program, but we've got Pete and his colleagues over in the Learning Hub, which is based near the Kiwi Hospital, just past Selly Oak. I don't know if you know where the Birmingham University is. They're just based over at the Learning Hub near the Kiwi Hospital. They've just recently had various programs running. I don't know if you've seen the centres that are available at Villa Ground is one of them, which is quite local to me, doing the vaccine program. There were a lot of vacancies that were available for these guys, and they've done the recruitment for this. But if you're thinking of going into some frontline clinical roles, they are running these programs. Pete will be coming on board on the next session, which is on 9th of March with us to talk about it a little bit more. If you live on this side of town, for example, Heartland Hospital, I know they've got a few provisions that are planned for Heartland Hospital as well. So please get in touch with us, and we can, like I said, talk to you about all these offerings that are available through Princess Trust and through the Learning Hub, especially for the NHS clinical roles. Okay, we've come to the question and answer sessions now, so I'm hoping Sadia is available for this. Sadia, hiya.
Hi, Abdul. Yeah, I'm here. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's participated in today's Q&A. It's been really nice to have a range of questions that have been put forward for some of our guests that are on today. So I'm just going to go straight into it. I don't know if anybody's on from KICKSTART at DWP, but we've got a couple of questions for them. So I'll start off with, are there any graduate level jobs? And is there any working from home Kickstart scheme jobs at all? I can't tell if anybody is on from DWP, so if there are, I'll just answer the questions. Or Abdul, is there?
Yeah, it's Caitlin. I'm from DWP.
Oh, hello, Caitlin.
Hi, I'm quite new, so I might not be able to answer all of the questions, but I can confirm that there are definitely working from home positions. Graduate specific, well, they are between up to 24 years old anyway, for the Kickstart to be eligible. So graduate schemes will be fine, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for that, Caitlin. Sorry, I couldn't see if you were on or not, so apologies for that.
It's okay.
We've got another question, and this is for Asma Babington. And someone's asked, are the courses that you've discussed, are they the only ones that are free?
Yes, they're all the free programs.
The ones that you listed?
Yeah, yeah. They're the ones that we've currently got, yeah.
Okay, so if anyone is interested in the courses that Asma discussed today, you can drop us an email at yog@birmingham.gov.uk. Alternatively, you can contact Asma directly as well. And that's asma.bb@babington.co.uk. Is that right, yep. Asma?
That's the one, yeah.
Okay, so either way, you can contact any of us and we can forward your details onto Babington, and then you can just speak to Asma directly. If you are coming through us as well, just bear in mind that we do usually just forward the queries on. So either way, somebody will answer your questions. I also had another one for actually better pathways, and someone has asked that if they do want the support, but they leave, like, so I know it's a 12-week support program, but if they leave and then come back, is that allowed, and will you take them back?
The program is person-centered, so if an individual feels that they don't need the service at that particular time, there's ways of agreeing how we can, if the individual wants to return at a later date. We also have light touch, so maybe that individual doesn't seem that they want the intensive support, we can go to a light touch, which is just a phone call now and again to find out how things are going. And if they go into light touch, they can always come back onto program if they need a bit more support.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for that, Stephen. If anybody, again, has any questions and wants some more information on what Stephen has said, please drop us an email and we'll forward it on to the team, and then they can obviously go into more depth of how they can support you.
So please get in touch with us. And I know, again, there's been a lot of questions asked as well. So please complete the survey, which is coming out straight after. So complete the survey for us. And if there's any queries that you guys want to go through with us, again, please email us. So thank you, everyone.